Hello, today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2020, and I decided to do a video diary about sugar addiction. And I was going to do it earlier, but I didn't get a chance to, and then I forgot. And then I got ready for bed, and I was like, no, let me go ahead and do my video. That's why I look like a damn fool. How you doing? Remind me of the 80s. Remember people used to wear their plastic bag under they hat when they had Jerry curls. This is my ode to the 80s. But anyway, I didn't feel like combing my hair again. But sugar addiction, is no joke. Sugar is a real life ass drug, and I don't want to be addicted anymore. I've been eating sugar a long time and trying to take care of myself emotionally. Cupcake here, cookie there, and it's just good. Not only does it make you feel good, it tastes good, and it just make everything better, until your body starts to reject it, and then you get stuff like the diabetes, which I told my friend we make light of it in the Black community, sometimes calling it diabeticals and stuff like that, and the stuff is serious. And I've been hearing different people say different things about why you get diabetes and how it's like the sugar overloads your pancreas. And so I figure if I could quit eating sugar, I can reverse, the I can reverse the diabetes, but it is hard. I know it's hard, and I know that I have to take it one day at a time, and today was like a really hard struggle. And while I'm struggling, I go to a meeting at Starbucks, and I go to meeting clothes, and I see this sister girl sitting there. She's an older sister girl, and I speak to her, and I'm very pleasant. I'm like, hi, how are you? Very proper, whatever. And she was like, I'm good. Ma'am, you think you can buy me a pound cake slice? I said no, and I didn't have to explain myself, but I did. And then she didn't care about my explanation. She was like, oh. But I just thought that was some nerve. But then after I thought about it, sugar addiction. Why else would a grown woman ask another grown woman to buy her a pound cake slice just because she said hello? It was just a greeting, honey. I didn't want to buy you nothing, but that's just what happened. It reminded me of like when I was growing up, like how winos would just sit at the liquor store, drinking. Sometimes they would ask somebody to buy them something, and as children, sometimes we'd be like, "Well, can you go and buy us something?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, for a fee, you got to buy us something. We're going to get it for you. I mean, not us children. Some of the children that I knew, not me, but I got it. First, I was mad at her for asking me, to buy her a pound cake slice just because I said hello. Like she's sitting outside waiting for the right sucker to come along and buy her a pound cake slice. But I get it, sugar addiction. Them pound cake slices are good, and so she had some coffee. So she probably wanted some pound cake and just didn't have enough. But sugar addiction ain't no joke. And so anyway, by the time I was done with my meeting, she kind of triggered me because it's like, yeah, pound cake slice would be nice. And so now I'm thinking about a pound cake slice while I'm in Starbucks, but I didn't get it. And then I leave out, and then I go to Rayleigh's. Rayleigh's was a struggle, because I wanted to get something, and I said, well, maybe if I get some product and make it myself, it's not as bad as if I just go and buy the prepackaged or the box or whatever. And so I was gonna get something called Swerve. There's this like they call it confectionate type sugar. So it's not necessarily like Splenda, but I guess it kind of is. It's supposed to be more natural, but it won't say what it's made out of. And then when I look at the ingredients, it's like, what is this? But it's supposed to not raise your blood sugar, and it's supposed to be a great substitute for for your sweet cravings. So I went into Rayleigh's to see how much that was going to cost, because I do have like these new diabetic cookbooks and stuff like that, and it has like dessert recipes in there, because I guess you can't get rid of your sweet tooth, but there are other options and other ways to satisfy them outside of the white sugar and the brown sugar and the molasses and all the stuff that it's not good for you and to keep your blood sugar raised. And so anyway, I go in there and that sugar is high as the sky. A small pack, $8.19. And it's like, I just wasn't willing to pay that. And so I started looking at the boxes, and I spent like 15 minutes like in the box cake aisle, just looking at all the stuff and just contemplating, wondering if I should do it or if I shouldn't do it. Having talks with myself, talking myself down off of the ledge, and talking to myself and explaining to me that I don't want to have diabetes. It was like really, really hard. But while I was there, my childhood beautician came walking down the aisle, and I got to talk to her for a little while, and it was just nice, talking to her, nice connecting, because she's my family. I haven't seen her in a couple of months, and before that, I probably hadn't seen her in a couple of years. And so it was just great seeing her. So after I talked to her, then I stayed in that aisle, just looking and contemplating, checking the prices on stuff and to see if this is what I really wanted to do. Then I saw that the Swerve Sugar people, they had box cakes as well. They had a chocolate, and they had chocolate chip cookies, and then they had something else I can't remember, but that was like $8.19 as well. And I was like, I don't want to pay that for no box cake. Why does getting healthy have to cost so much money? I don't understand it. And so anyway, I decided to walk away and go pick up the eggs that I needed. I like eggs in the morning. So I went and got the eggs, and I kind of looked at some other things, and then I went around to the bakery, and I was just standing in the bakery, just looking at all of the stuff that I used to go in there and just freely get without a thought or a concern about how it was affecting my body. It was hard. I just wanted to taste some of it, but I didn't want to get it, because it's like one taste lead to the whole thing gone, And so I lingered around. I even made a video, talking about it, saying my feelings about things and all that stuff. And I just stayed there. And for some reason, it seemed like being there with the desserts kind of helped, I didn't want to pay the money. I was being cheap today, too. I didn't want to pay the money for all that stuff, But the slices of cake that I usually get was on sale for $1.97. So I could have got that, but I didn't want to. I mean, I did, but then I didn't want the consequences of me buying that cake, high blood sugar and stuff like that. And it's already taken a long time to go down and get back to normal, but at least my vision is, getting less and less blurry. And, I have really good days, where I can see clear, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, what's this? But I got some glasses that I can wear. And so, who want to keep living like that? I had no idea that things were out of control like that. I just was enjoying myself and enjoying eating desserts and loving it. And then, boom, here I am. So, it's this book that I like called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. And it's by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And he says in the book something to the effect of things become habits in our body, and we have to train our bodies to react differently to things. And my body loves a good moist cupcake. My body loves cookies. My body loves dessert, pies and cheesecakes and stuff. My body loves it. So I find myself talking to my body. Listen, you don't need that. That's just a memory of what it was. Good to the palate, not good to your body right now. So I tell myself often that when I get down to the weight that I want to be, then if I want to, then I can have something, but not now. Now is not the time. That stuff will be here when I'm done losing the weight so that I can be at a healthy place. But I can't see myself taking medicines forever. It's not something that I want to do. And that's something that I'm going to do. So, anyway, excuse me. Anyway, I I hope I survive this. This is hard. This is hard when you breaking the addiction of anything. I feel sorry for people who want stuff harder than sugar or appears to be harder than sugar. What do they go through? You know what I mean? Because if I'm going through this over some granulated sugars, but I did hear now, because I've been doing a lot of researching and stuff like that there was these like cocaine addicted mice. They gave the cocaine addicted mice two options: cocaine water and sugar water. And they say these cocaine addicted mice opted to have the sugar water over the cocaine water. What does that say? So I can do it, but I realize I got to take it one day at a time. This can't be no long-term thing. Just like today, I made it. Barely, but I made it. No desserts today. Tomorrow's a different thing. I did say I could maybe come home and have a little teaspoon of ice cream. But I didn't even do that. I really want to get this sugar out of my body. I really want to reverse this diabetes because I don't need to have this. This ain't something that I had to have. But I failed to take care of myself as far as exercising is concerned. I eat pretty good. I have a nice balance, of vegetables and meat and, all that stuff, carbs. But I'm trying to cut the carbs out too. But it's hard because sometimes I be hungry. And so I had to add a little bit back in because I felt like this new little diet that I had put myself on, that I was going to starve to death. I can't survive off of meats and vegetables and stuff like that. I need a little rice, so I got brown rice, and that seems to help a little bit. I'm not feeling like I'm going to starve to death. And then yesterday, without even knowing it, I didn't have no meat all day. Dinner time came. I did have 3 little barbecue chicken wings that I have remaining from a dinner that I had cooked a few days ago that I had been eating off of. And so at the end of the night, that was the only meat I had. Them 3 little barbecue wings, and everything else was all vegetable and I wasn't hungry. I even had a smoothie for lunch. That was it. The vegetarian breakfast, vegetarian smoothie for lunch, and then mostly vegetables for dinner, and then them 3 little chicken wings, So I'm gonna be okay, and if you're struggling, you're gonna be okay too, And don't let this be the end all be all for you, and just take it one day at a time. I've been going to the gym, and I've been working out, walking for an hour, and then doing a little 5-minute cool down. So really 65 minutes, but it's been good, bedtime, yeah, so it's all good, I could do it, and you can do it too. Just be encouraged and encourage yourself and love yourself differently than you have before, and everything is going to be okay. Now, tomorrow might be a different story, but we're going to work on tomorrow being like today, and we're going to hope for the best that with each day, it won't be so hard, to not have sweets, that I love myself more than I love sugar. That is the goal, and that I find other sweet things to enjoy, to replace the sugar that I'm missing. Because, oh, gosh. Cupcaking in Berkeley, my favorite place. They keep sending me these comeback emails because I ain't came back, and they tell me I can get me, I think, a free cupcake if I buy one, and that's a rough one because they got the best cupcakes that I done had in a long time. I love cupcaking in Berkeley. Excuse me, and I know they still gonna be around when I'm done. So we gonna let that one go. And I wish them the best, and I think that they're not gonna lose no business, because I'm not there spending money, because I have spent like dang near $50 buying cupcakes a cupcake and spreading the love, you know what I mean? So when I have to buy desserts, I mean like fruits and vegetables, I do not complain that if my fruits and vegetables come to a high amount, because it's like I done did it for cupcakes and I've done it for cakes and stuff like that. I don't mind spending money on dessert. That's where my money will be going, you know? My friends make fun of me sometimes, but you know, everybody got their stuff, and that's my stuff. And I buy some good cupcakes. Good sugar-based products, you know. I wanted to at one point make a career out of eating cupcakes, you know, but I don't think I should do that now, you know. I don't think I should do that now. So, yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, I'm gonna go on. The news was on. The news got my attention, and I'm like, what in the heck? But anyway, I wish you all a good night, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, whatever time you view in this video. And I hope you all have a good support system. Excuse me. This eating healthy took a turn for the left today. I hope you guys have a good support system, you know, and good willpower. Whatever you're trying to change, you know, it's not easy. Change is not easy all the time. Sometimes it is when you're ready for change. And I just wasn't as ready as ready as I thought, because you know I was thrown into this, you know, so I never got a chance to say, well, okay, well, I'm done with this, you know. Never got a chance to make the decision for myself, you know. My body was like, girl, we can't handle this. And so I was kind of forced into it. I don't like it, okay? I'll say it out loud. I don't like it. I don't like being forced into not having stuff that I like. But I will be okay. I will be okay. And you will be okay. And sometimes it's just like that. So, any hoot. I'm going to go because I got to fill in my phone for the ring. And I don't want you to hear my ringtone. No, I don't care if you do. Anyway, toodaloo. Okay, so this is my video diary of how real the struggle is today. Now, you guys know, well, those that know me know that I am a sweet eater. I like sweets. I like junk. But I'm newly diagnosed diabetic with actual medications that I have to take every day. And so all of this good stuff that I used to be able to enjoy, I can't enjoy anymore. Do my palate care? No. Does not. Does not. I'm particularly struggling with this one right here. That's the one I want, and I want this one. This one, even though it's the same, but I want that one. You understand what I'm saying? This one would be good. You saw that extra cake and icing is so much it's smushed to the top. I've had that. That's good. And then you got these ones up here, $1.99. And then they have the Black Forest Cake of the Month. I'm having a real struggle, you know. So what I have to do is get out of the habit of needing desserts, you know. All of this stuff means so much to me, but not more than my health, you know. So I understand how sugar is a drug, and I feel like I need to be in some kind of SA meeting, Sugar Anonymous, to kind of help myself through the addiction of sugar withdrawal, you know. And usually on different days I would get the ones ones over here. The cake slices, and look, $1.97 each. Okay, so these bad boys are on sale. And here I am, trying not to buy it, even though I came in to see what I could get. Maybe if I can have a little pinch of something, you know, to kind of take the edge off. And then I started struggling, you know. I stood over in the box cake aisle for 15 minutes just looking, just going back and forth and pacing. And I think I have gathered the strength to go about my business and only leave here with the carton of eggs. The day is not over. So I hope that I can survive not having any sweets or not buying any sweets. So I know when I get home I'm not going to make any, and I got all the stuff to make something. So me and my little lowly eggs are going to go over to the checkout and see if we can make it. All right.